All right, so apparently answering a phone call from your dad on the phone with which you're doing a Facebook Live will end the Facebook Live. I wasn't sure if it was going to pause it and I could come back to it or what. But anyway, so that ended. We just finished, well, Derek just finished installing his new queen into an older hive. He's had the... Is that from one of your splits, or is that an original hive for you? Do you remember? It's number 4.
That is the original.
Original hive.
Yeah, that's the original hive that we made 2 splits off of now.
Okay, and so when we made that split, she either the hive either did not replace a new queen, or the new queen was in some way lost. Maybe she went ahead and
she made it into a new hive, and then
the original queen.
The original queen we made,
yes.
Put her into a new hive, and then they made queen cells, and then we had a really good queen cell, but for some reason it didn't.
Sometimes that is as they are hatching or as they are growing, the bees in the hive will smell a thing. Here, if you want to get on camera and be as famous as I am.
Love it, yeah.
But sometimes they smell something about her that they don't like, and so they actually will go ahead and destroy her. Sometimes, though, she'll grow up, she'll get mature, and then it's time to mate, and she'll fly out to mate. She may even find the mating area, and she may get mated, and en route back to the hive, something swoops along and makes a little meal out of her.
Yeah, that's correct.
It happens. So we have no idea why that hive was queenless. However, because Derek has been pretty regular with his inspections and taking care of, not incessant, by the way, which is good, because one of the mistakes that new beekeepers will make, and we have been guilty of it ourselves, is that we are so excited about, being the reason that our bees are alive and all that kind of stuff that we overcheck the bees, or have overchecked the bees. Yeah. And so it's Derek was really smart as a new beekeeper. He realized pretty early on, I bit off a lot, and so he didn't want to chew that by himself, so he reached out seeking a mentor. So for those of you who are looking to get into beekeeping, I'm not saying that either I or my dad want to be your mentors. We would love to answer questions for you for certain. Derek now can actually answer a lot of your questions and even do some mentoring himself. That said, find a mentor. Find somebody that can actually take you out to their hives and teach you beekeeping that way, before you end up with bees going, oh shit, what the heck am I supposed to do next? And so that said, Derek and our family, my family actually has history anyway, because my mom was your
teacher,
fifth grade teacher. He didn't reach out to us because he saw the last name Hunsucker and was like, oh, I remember that I had a teacher named. It wasn't anything like that. He just reached out, and my dad happened to be the one that responded. And so it's like, yeah, sure, it's only been 30 years. We'll keep teaching you.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Which is hysterical.
Full circle,
yeah. So it just happened that way. So we've been having a lot of fun trying to catch up and share some old memories. He's a little bit younger than I am. But we've still got some shared memories growing up in the same community. And now here we are, effectively in the same community
again.
So this has been a lot of fun, and he did a great job installing that queen. Y'all got to see that on the last Facebook Live, and don't worry, for those of you who are following me on YouTube, I'm going to be uploading both of these videos to YouTube. In fact, I'm behind. I've got like 4, this will make 5 and 6 videos that I'm supposed to be uploading onto YouTube, and I'm way behind, so I do apologize for that. I'll get that taken care of, though. Anyway, he did a great job. He got the queen installed. Now we're going to wait 24 to 48 hours. We want them to go ahead and start digging her out. If we go back in, do you have time tomorrow?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
Should we wait?
Let's give them a day.
Yeah.
Okay. But because they'll be able to feed her in through those vents.
Correct.
But if we go back in there on Tuesday, do you have some time on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. If we go back in there on Tuesday, that's when we need to dig that candy out if they haven't gotten her out completely yet. Okay. Because she has been accepted. All right. You saw them accepting her. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch my most recently posted video today. Prior to this one, of course. And watch. You see them accept her. You see that they really like her. And so we want to make sure that she's able to get out and start laying. You really don't want there to be that long of a delay in the queen laying.
She is local from Briar Patch Apiary up in Borden. So.
Look at that. We just plugged you, Briar Patch. So if you want to send us some stuff.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, and that's where
she
you
hasn't
got
been shipped through the mail yet.
That's where you got your original packages, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And they have done wonderful.
And they've done amazing.
Amazing.
We've purchased packages ourselves over the years, for varying reasons, but we rarely ever recommend packages. That said, Briar
Patch Apiary. Yes.
And that's in Indiana.
Yes, up in Borden, Indiana.
Up in Borden, Indiana, so not too far from my house. Anyway, they apparently put some really great packages together and sold those to Derek, and he's done well getting them to this point. But he's had a lot of help from the bees, so that's really freaking awesome.
Genetics have helped a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't take all the credit for
and so having that VHS and the mite resistance, which for us we go to great lengths to ensure that we have low to no mite count in our own bees. We did see, but they had been under a lot of stress for a little while.
And that wasn't the VHS line.
Right.
That was a different one. This queen come from a separate order from north to where those come from. So,
okay. Yeah. So we did see some mites, but it was a low count mites. But if you're seeing the mites, it's too late. You've got an infestation. But you've also taken the steps. You've done the treatments and all that kind of stuff.
So they've been treated twice this summer. With
right. And with the splits, we gave them their brood break,
Correct.
which for those of you who do not know that, a brood break means that the new queen has to first be born. Second, she needs to mature enough to be able to fly from the hive, mate, come back, start laying eggs. Well, in that time, from the last time a queen was laying eggs to the next time a queen lays eggs, that gap of time is what we refer to as a brood break. And then the varroa mite has nowhere for them to lay their own eggs, right? So their own larvae to feast on the growing bee larva in the cell. So that break causes them to die out. That life cycle gets interrupted.
Yes, correct.
So we were able to do that for your bees. We were able to do the treatment for the what treatment was that? Oxalic acid treatment, which we do with our own bees as well. And now we've done some DFM treatments for you.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
That's the strong microbials that will actually give. I met a couple of the representatives from the strong microbials when we were at the bee conference this past weekend.
Nice.
They're really cool people. That's one of the beauties of the bee community is that most of us are pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's.
In fact,
I've learned that already.
This
year alone already. Yeah,
I'm among the least awesome of them, and y'all all know how awesome I actually am. So
you don't give yourself enough credit.
I don't give myself enough. I know. Right? I'm so humble. I tell everyone.
Right.
Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and close it up for this video. But I did want you. We've got a couple other things that we're going to look into. Hey, Mike. We got a couple other things that we're going to look into while we're here. I figured we might peek our head into. I want to look at Starry Night right here, or Tinker. Tinkerbell here had some queen cells in it the last time the last time I was here. So I would like to. We're going to poke our head in there to see if we've had a queen emerge, which would be great. And because we still have drone activity, but we are coming up to the end of the season. We really, after another week or so, we don't want to be trying to raise new queens. So we want to see if that queen has hatched, and so we're going to take a look in there. But that's not going to be Facebook Live worthy. That's just going to be a quick peek. But so thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate that. Again, good job, Derek, on that.
Appreciate you, man.
And we'll see y'all next time. I'm going to get stung in the mouth. I think she's coming right for the roof of my mouth. That's what's going to happen. Bye, guys.